If you've watched my video on how to get 100 grams of protein in a day, then you already know just how important protein is for managing cravings, balancing blood sugar, reversing insulin resistance, and weight loss. But what if you're still struggling to hit your protein goal? In today's video, I'm sharing with you easy hacks to boost protein at every meal. Not by taking anything away, but by simply adding high protein foods and ingredients that can transform your plate. These are practical, realistic ways to upgrade your meals for better blood sugar, muscle tone, metabolism, and appetite control. And as always, I'm Kait, a nutritionist and blood sugar expert. If you're ready to stop guessing and start feeling better, you're in the right place. So let's start with the big picture. Most people eat far too little protein at each meal, especially at breakfast. Dietary recommendations are already low, and most people struggle to hit this. Not getting enough protein at each meal means you stay hungry, your blood sugar is more inconsistent, and you end up reaching for snacks and sugar all day long. Aiming for 30 grams of protein at every meal is one of the most powerful ways to control your blood sugar, control your cravings, and ultimately get better results. But it can sometimes feel difficult to even get 30 grams of protein in at a meal. And that's why today I'm going to be showing you some of my best add-ins and swaps to help you hit your protein goal. So let's go meal by meal. For most people, breakfast is usually the lowest protein meal of the day. It's often very carb heavy, but a few small additions can completely change that. So if you're someone who likes to have eggs for breakfast, 2 eggs on their own, not enough protein. Yes, you can add more eggs. It takes about 5 in order to hit that 30-gram minimum. But another option is to add cottage cheese. By adding cottage cheese to scrambled eggs or omelets, you can significantly increase the protein in that meal. Cottage cheese has about 12 to 15 grams of protein per half cup, and it blends perfectly into eggs. It adds creaminess, volume, and a protein boost without changing the flavor too much. You can try it in an omelet or stir it into scrambled eggs before cooking. Now, if you aren't someone who is really big on eggs and you don't typically eat them for breakfast, maybe you tend to go for a smoothie instead, add in some Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is one of the easiest protein boosting ingredients. 1 cup has 20 to 25 grams of protein, depending on the brand. And if you want to boost it even further, add in a scoop of collagen or protein powder, and you're going to hit 30 grams easily. And as a bonus, you can also use Greek yogurt as a base for sauces and dressings. It's great for savory breakfasts or brunches. Now, back to eggs for a second. Maybe you aren't a big cottage cheese person. Don't worry, there are other options. Because 2 eggs only gives you about 12 to 14 grams of protein, you need to eat at least 4 or 5, or pair them with another protein source. Pair your 2 eggs with smoked salmon, leftover chicken, or even a sausage patty to hit your 30-gram goal. And if you're short on time, a high-quality protein powder is your friend. If you don't have time to make a full breakfast, a no-sugar, clean-ingredient protein shake is your best friend. Most brands will have over 25 grams of protein per serving. You can mix this with water, milk, unsweetened nut milk, or blend into a smoothie. Or if you're having a meal that you know doesn't have enough protein, you can drink a protein shake after. This is one of the simplest tools I recommend for busy mornings. Now, a note on protein powders, a lot of them have added sugar, artificial sweetener, and fillers. These are things you want to avoid. The fewer ingredients, the better. And if you're not sure what brands are good, I'm going to link to some of my favorites in the description box down below. Now let's talk lunch and dinner. These meals are usually easier to get protein in, but it still helps to be intentional. With both of these, you really want to build your meal around your protein source. And ideally, this is going to be an animal protein source. Start your meal with 4 to 6 ounces of meat, chicken, or seafood. This is going to get you 25 to 35 grams of protein easily. Think chicken thigh in salads, grilled steak and veg, or salmon and sweet potato. I always recommend choosing animal protein if you have the option. Animal protein is far more bioavailable than plant protein is. If you're relying on things like beans and legumes for protein, you're not actually getting as much protein in as you think. You have to eat more of these foods in order to absorb the same amount of protein that you would from meat, fish, and eggs. There's also the issue that plant proteins are also higher in carbohydrates than they are in protein. So you have to have a lot of carbs and in turn a lot of calories in order to get any meaningful amount of protein. And if you're looking for a way to get top quality meat and seafood delivered to your door for an affordable price, ButcherCrowd has got you covered. ButcherCrowd is my go-to source for high-quality animal protein in Australia. All of their meat is grass-fed, free-range, and hormone-free. It's sourced from local Australian farms, and it's delivered straight to your door in a fully customizable box. Whether you want beef, lamb, chicken, pork, or seafood, they've got different box sizes and options depending on your household and preferences. And I love that it makes meal planning so easy. ButcherCrowd means I always have quality, protein-rich options ready to go in my freezer. So if you're wanting to make protein the foundation of every meal, this is one of the best ways to do that consistently. And right now you can save 15% off your first box with code HCK15. If you're in Australia and you want quality meat delivered straight to your door, head to healthcoachkait.com/butchercrowd. I'll put that link in the description box down below as well. Now back to lunch and dinner. Another really easy way to boost your protein intake at any meal is to add hard-boiled eggs or fish. One hard-boiled egg has about 5 to 6 grams of protein. So if you add 2 to 3 to your salad, or you top with a can of tuna or salmon, that's about 20 to 25 grams. It's an easy, prep-friendly way to hit your protein target. Now the next one we kind of touched on, but it's to make sauces with Greek yogurt or ricotta. You can blend Greek yogurt with herbs, lemon, and garlic for a creamy dressing, or use ricotta or cottage cheese as a base for sauces, dips, or bowls. These are small additions that can add 10, 15, maybe even 20 grams of protein to pretty much any meal. Now let's zoom out and talk strategy. If you want to build meals that balance your blood sugar and keep you full for hours, here's what I recommend. As we already touched on, start with protein. Make protein the centerpiece of your plate, not a side. This ensures you hit at least 30 grams at each meal, which supports blood sugar balance, fat burning, and lean muscle maintenance. Don't fear fat. We haven't talked too much about fat in today's video, but it's very, very important as well. Fat helps you to stay full, it supports your hormone health, and slows the digestion of carbohydrates. Use olive oil, avocado, butter, or eat the fat on your meat. It's not the enemy. And especially if you have insulin resistance, it's really important to get enough fat alongside your protein. If you have insulin resistance and you consume too much lean protein on its own, sometimes your body can turn some of this protein into glucose and you can see a rise in your blood sugar. This is because your body is looking for energy from that meal. But if you have enough fat along with the protein, your body uses the fat for energy instead. So, like I said, don't fear fat. And finally, you want to be smart about carbs. When possible, choose non-starchy over starchy vegetables and choose low sugar over high sugar fruit. Another really easy way to be smart about carbs is to eat them after the protein and fat in your meal to minimize glucose spikes. If you want more tips on how to be smart about carbohydrates, I actually did a video a few weeks ago on how to eat carbs without spiking blood sugar, so I'll link that up above and you can check it out afterwards. So to recap, here are a few easy ways to boost your protein intake at every meal. Add cottage cheese to eggs, use Greek yogurt in smoothies, sauces, and dressings, eat more eggs or pair them with another protein source, use high-quality protein powder if needed, build your meals around animal protein, add canned fish or eggs to salads, and make protein-rich sauces and dips. Getting 30 grams of protein at every meal doesn't have to be complicated. It just takes a little bit of strategy. And if you want a done-for-you meal plan that includes protein-rich meals, snack options, and support from me, check out my brand new program, the 3-Day Blood Sugar Reset. This program includes a full meal plan with recipes, tips to balance your blood sugar throughout the day, and access to a private Facebook group where I'm offering daily coaching and support. This program has just launched and we've had an amazing response already. If you want to check it out, you can head to healthcoachkait.com/blood sugar reset. That link will be down below as well. And I've made a special promo code just for you today. If you use code YouTube at checkout, that's going to save you 10% off the program. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section which protein hack you're going to try first. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe because I'm posting videos like this and about insulin resistance, blood sugar control, weight loss, 2 to 3 times per week. So if you don't want to miss the next video, make sure you're subscribed. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.